Welcome to Conversations Live. For more than a decade, we've brought you the best in books, entertainment, celebrity interviews, and current events. When the movers and shakers of the world have something to say to you, they say it to us first. Here's your host, Cyrus Webb.
Welcome back, everyone, to Conversations Live. I'm your host, Cyrus Webb. Glad you all could join us once again. For our radio audience tuning in at WYAD 94.1 FM and WYADonline.com, we're glad that you all can be with us. Also, tuning in through iHeartRadio and Amazon Music, we're glad you all could join us as well. As we are beginning a new year, of course, one of the things we like to think about is treating ourselves a little bit better, and a lot of that has to do even with our heart health. For some, though, they may need some assistance, especially when it comes to those who may find themselves in need of a pacemaker. Well, there have been a lot of changes that have happened today, and that's why I'm excited about this next segment. We're excited to welcome Dr. Rob Kowal to our broadcast, as well as Mekaela Davis. Dr. Kowal is going to talk to us about a real new device that is really to help to redefine cardiac care, and that is the world's smallest pacemaker. And Mekaela is going to share her experience of how she's been able to find peace of mind thanks to therapy she received after her heart stopped for 8 seconds. Thanks to the two of you for the time today. Really appreciate you stopping by the program.
Pleasure to be with you. Thanks for having us.
Dr. Kowal, I want to begin the conversation with you. I mean, this is exciting news, of course, as I think about how technology has definitely evolved and made things so much easier for us. For those who may hear us talking about a pacemaker, let's begin there. What is a pacemaker, and what are the signs that someone may need one?
A good place to start. So simply put, a pacemaker is a device that sits in the body and monitors the heart rate. And if the heart rate is fine, let's say 60 to 70 beats per minute at rest and going up with exercise, it won't do a thing. But if it sees the heart rate going down too low, it will stimulate or pace the heart to maintain the normal rate that the body requires. And this is important because if your heart rate is too low, you can have a range of symptoms from minor, such as some minor fatigue or a little dizziness, to major, where you can pass out if your heart stops for a period of time, and can be a source of real injury to your not only yourself but others.
And Mekaela, I'm so glad that you're here to be able to share a bit of your story. First of all, thank you for doing that. How did you learn that you needed a pacemaker, Mekaela?
Yeah, it wasn't until recently that I learned I needed a pacemaker, but it took a long time to get to that point, unfortunately. So my heart symptoms like dizziness and palpitations started in high school and really continued on through college and through my young professional years. And it wasn't until I suffered a TIA, or a mini stroke, that I began to have a more intense cardiac journey. And ultimately, following that, had that complete heart block of 8 seconds. And that led me to the pacemaker journey.
How did you find the treatment that you needed, Mekaela, to fit your needs?
Well, it's important to have, some really intense conversation with my doctors, and also to seek out multiple opinions on what options were available to me and what devices might be a good fit for my lifestyle. And I spent a lot of time learning about my own condition and researching the options on my own before ultimately deciding the micro was a great option for me and for my family.
And that's why I'm so glad you're here again. Thank you so much for that. Dr. Kowal, I want to go back to you. Can you tell us more about the world's smallest pacemaker and what makes it so different?
Yeah, so if you go back, pacers have been around for about 60 years, and the original devices, because of limitations in battery and circuitry capability, only lasted about 2 years and were the size of a hockey puck. And because of that, they had to be placed under the skin in the chest with wires, what we call leads, that transmitted the signals from that device into the heart. Those types of traditional pacemakers are now the size of an Oreo cookie because of technology advancements. But this is yet another step forward where we've reduced the size of the device by about tenfold again, to the size of a large vitamin tablet. And it has now a battery life of 16 to 17 years. And because of those advancements, we could get rid of the lead, we could get rid of the placement under the skin and deliver it directly to the heart to deliver care where it needs to be. So it's really pretty astounding advances, all due to technology, battery and circuitry advances.
Mekaela, I want to ask you, given your experience and what you were able to live through and have been able to do since, what would you like our audience to know if they're experiencing some heart rhythm issues, or maybe thinking about some other issues based on what you were saying about yourself? What would you want them to know about the importance, for one, of course, about being able to talk to a doctor, but also what they may need to think about if they need a pacemaker as well?
take those symptoms seriously, and if you have people in your life that might be suffering from symptoms that haven't been diagnosed, make sure you chase that down and really be a good advocate for your own health, and find a physician that is a good fit for you and that takes you seriously and takes time to listen to your concerns and really explore those options with you. I think particularly for the other females out there, sometimes we brush off our symptoms or they're even misdiagnosed in certain situations. So take those seriously and get to a place where you find some peace with the suggestions and the decisions moving forward.
Well, Mekaela, I really appreciate you not only, of course, sharing your own story with us, but also encouraging others. Appreciate that. Again, everyone, Dr. Rob Kowal and Mekaela Davis have been our guests, talking with us not only, of course, about what is helping to redefine cardiac care, that being the world's smallest pacemaker, but also the benefits as well, as Dr. Kowal will talk about. Dr. Kowal, I want to ask you, where can our audience go to learn more about pacemakers and also heart rhythm problems? Where can they go to learn more about it?
Yeah, we have information on our site, medtronic.com/Micra, M-I-C-R-A. That talks about the device itself, the benefits related to pacing, and also the risks, right? Like any medical therapy, there's a balance between benefits and risks, and you want to make sure you understand those. No one wants a pacemaker if they don't need it, but if they do need it, you want to be informed so you can have a conversation with your doctor and figure out what's the best device to meet your needs.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you helping us to be informed. Again, thanks to the two of you for the work you're doing, and looking forward to speaking with you again.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
More than welcome. And we thank your audience for tuning in to another great segment of Conversations Live, part of our News You Can Use segment here at WYAD. Until next time, I'm your host, Cyrus Webb, saying as always, enjoy your day, enjoy your life, enjoy your world. Thank you all for choosing Conversations Live. Let us go make today amazing. Take care.